What's up, guys and girls, it's some Rabi here from XBL Gamer Hub, and today we're doing a Halo 4 trailer analysis. So let's kick things straight off here. As you can see in this shot here, we got a lovely new clean image here of the new heads up display. It's looking quite good, I like it. We'll go on here now a little bit further and we get to see this guy. Now, we don't know who this guy is. Obviously he's of Promethean descent, he's obviously a Promethean. I've heard a few people saying he's a Promethean Knight. He is not a Promethean Knight. He's too big, different body compared to the Promethean Knight, so he's not a Promethean Knight. So we see here now Chief gets scanned by the same kind of beam that scanned the Infinity in the previous trailer that we seen, the multiplayer trailer. So Chief gets scanned here with the same kind of beam, and now this is what I seen something here I thought was pretty cool. First of all, I just want to let you guys take note. See here, we get to see like the Chief's like rib cage and all his body, his inner body parts and all, which is kind of an interesting thing because it makes the Chief more human, you know, because in the previous games Chief has always kind of been the Master Chief has always been kind of risen up to this kind of almost something more than being human. Even himself, if anybody's read any of the comics, you would know yourself, he even sometimes thought of himself as more than human, on rare occasions, I might add, but he has thought of him, even himself. But like 343 said, they're going to bring Chief back to make him more human. So this is just a kind of a little, you know, something just to make him a bit more human there. You see his rib cage. And then when we zoom in here, we'll just go frame by frame here. We see there, we actually get to see his eye. That's the Master Chief's eye there. So that's another thing there, make him more human, so you can get more of a connection to him. So we'll go on here further now. John gets a flashback to when he was younger. Here he is now, he's playing on the beach of his home world. I'm not even going to attempt to remember what it is. The name escapes me, I'm sure one of you guys remember. So you can see here he's playing on the beach here. Now, this is also another cool thing here. We've never actually seen what John looks like. If you've read the comics and you've read books, you would know that there's been illustrations of John looking like this, a thin white boy. Well, this now is the first time it's actually been in video. You know, we've never actually seen the Chief in video, so this is just kind of a confirmation of this is what the Chief looked like when he was younger, which is pretty much how the comics had him. You know, short hair, thin build. So now we go on here. We can hear his mother shouting his name from the beach as he looks up at these pelicans flying past. So we can see his mother here waving at him, which is another cool thing here I noticed. Mother and Cortana linked in together, because Cortana has served the Chief so far as a kind of almost as a mother figure to him. You know, it's his female companion, keeping him safe, you know, keeping him out of harm's way, which is what a mother does. So I thought that was kind of cool. That was kind of interesting there, that he sees his mother, you know, he starts to think of Cortana and how Cortana keeps him safe. So I thought that was kind of cool. We skip on here, maybe a few days later, we see the UNSC coming in here and replacing John. Oh, mouse is in the way, my apologies. Oh my god, sorry about that. But we can see here the UNSC is now replacing John with a Flash clone. We can see this is John's body here, and this is the clone here. So basically what they used to do was they used to pick out their candidates for the Spartan program, and then when they have their candidate picked out, they would basically make a Flash clone of that person. So this is the UNSC now, just replacing John's body with a clone. Now this is UNSC Marine carrying him out. Now this woman here on the tablet, now I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say that's Catherine Halsey. Might be, might not be, don't hold me to it. But my reason behind this is that Catherine Halsey liked to be there for when all the children were taken. She liked to oversee everything. She was very hands-on in the whole process, so that's why I think it's Catherine Halsey. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's Catherine Halsey. We flash on now here for another couple of years later. We see now the Spartans just before they go in for their augmentation. So this is, they're after being through all their training and such. Now I want to say something here. In the books and the novels, the Spartans at this age were around 12 to 14 years old. Now these guys are obviously not 12 or 14 years old. This is obviously a group of 20-year-olds. So this is not what the Spartans looked like in in reality, this is just actors playing them. So we can see them here. We can see they have markings on their backs, dotted lines and stuff, almost as if they're getting plastic surgery. Those plastic lines, obviously that's not plastic surgery. Obviously what's going there, that's the incision lines of where they're going to be augmentated. So this is them just before they go in and get their genetically enhanced. Now we see a Spartan walk out. Now this could be Kelly. This could be Spartan Kelly. For any of you guys who read comics and the novels, you know Kelly plays a huge role in John's life and in the Halo universe in total. So this could be Kelly here going to get her operation. Now we skip to John as he's getting his operation. He looks over, he sees another one of his Spartan teammates in a lot of trouble, getting sick there, and obviously he doesn't make it. Now we can see down here on his arm, that's Spartan 013. Now I can't remember off the top of my head who Spartan 013 is. I'm sure there is a Spartan 013. You know, if you're really interested, you know, we can go Google that, and I'm sure it'll come up. You'll see who that guy is there. Who is that dies on the table? So he obviously doesn't make it. Now this is John at post. This is after the operation here. As you can see, there's all these cuts and scars on his arms. You know, obviously it was a very tough operation. And down here, if we can go maybe on a few frames, he turns his hands over. We can see more of the cuts and bruises. Oh hello, more of the cuts and bruises on his hands there, and the incisions. Now just down there, just after popping in the frame there, you can see down the bottom corner, bottom left hand corner, something attached to his arm. Not sure what that is. I think that might be some kind of almost socket for his neural implants for his armor, you know. So that's what that could be. Could be something else, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to say it's some kind of neural implant on his arm for his armor, his Mjolnir armor. So Chief looks up, he looks around here, he can see the medic bay, and as you can see there's only 2 other survivors in this medic bay. Now what happened with the Spartan 2 program was, there was originally 75 candidates. During the process only 32 to 35 or so made it out alive. The rest were either died during the treatment, or they were like horribly disfigured and they weren't fit for battle, so they were given jobs in only as intelligence. So as you can see, there's only 2 other people here in this room, this huge room here. So we'll just go on here now, skip to the Chief now getting his armor fitted for the first time. So this is a pretty epic scene, pretty cool for any Halo nerds to see Chief here is getting his armor fitted. Now if we go back here, you can actually just see how big he is compared to everybody else. I mean, he is just mammoth compared to these guys. He is like, just there is a perfect thing. The Chief is about 7 foot tall, so he's a big mother. Okay, so he's a big guy. So you can see him here getting fitted this armor. Now this armor weighs about a ton in total, and he's wearing it no problem. So just see how strong he is. Now another little cool thing I noticed as well when I was watching this. Now for any of you guys who have played Halo Combat Evolved, you know the iconic Mark V helmet that he gets. Now the outside of the helmet you can remember. So if just this bit here kind of resembles the outside of the Mark V helmet. So I think this is him getting his Mark V helmet put on, because this is the Chief getting his armor on for the first time. This could very well be a Mark V helmet going on his head, which I thought was pretty cool. How they kept to the universe of Halo. You know, they didn't slap on the Mark 6 helmet, because that wouldn't make sense. You know, he's getting armor on for the first time. He's getting a Mark 6 when he started off with the 5. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now we skip to years later, and here he is now on Requiem. Now he's up on a ledge here. He looks down, he sees all these Promethean Knights on patrol. Now we see Chief here. We get a good clean image of the Chief now, and as you can see, his armor's taken a lot of damage. We can see down here in the bottom right hand corner, it's actually chipped away. There's actually chips and scratches and scars in the armor itself. We can see all the paint scratched off. We can see the damage that it has actually taken over the years. But it's looking a little bit worse for wear. But the Chief, being the Chief, he sticks with his armor. You know, he likes it, so he sticks with it. So these guys tosses a frag grenade over. It explodes now, and it knocks 3 of them out of the way. It drops straight down on top of the Promethean Knight there. And as you can see, as he drops down, we'll go frame by frame here, drops down, this might be very hard to see, he rips the arm off, takes the scatter shot, stands up, shoots one, kills it, tackles another one, takes its scatter shot, just mowing through them like a badass, like the freight train that he is. Now we see here he gets blown off his feet by some kind of explosion. Don't know what that explosion is. Gets knocked off, blown up, hits the wall, rolls over, kind of knocked off his feet there. A Promethean then jumps on top of him, masks opens up, exposes that orange skull underneath, kind of an intimidation kind of a thing, you know. Exposes that orange skull underneath. Cuts back to the scene, Chief in the tractor beam here, you know, he's after that whole scan, it's obviously kind of taken some kind of a toll on him. He's here, he's panting for kind of breath, he's kind of worn out by it. Now, we see this guy from the start leaning back in now, he's and Chief swapping evils towards each other now. To be honest with you, that Promethean guy would not like to be him, because when you piss the Chief off, that's never a good thing. So now they're swapping evils there, cuts, and Ancient Evil awakens. Halo 4, there's the date down the bottom, Microsoft Studios 343, Xbox, jump in. So my name is Rabi. If you like this video here, be sure to give it a like. Big Halo fan, subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more Halo 4 news to come. For everything Halo and gaming related, keep it here on XBL.